It was a warm, tranquil evening on May 3, 2007. The Algarve coast of Portugal shimmered under the fading light. Families strolled along the beach, laughter echoing from nearby restaurants. It was the kind of place where nothing ever went wrong. Or so it seemed. But behind the walls of apartment 5A, in the Ocean Club resort of Praia da Luz, something unspeakable was unfolding. A little girl, only 3 years old, had vanished without a trace. Her name was Madeleine McCann. Tonight, we revisit one of the most perplexing disappearances in modern history. What happened that night? Was it an abduction? A burglary gone wrong? Or something far more sinister? The McCann family had come to Portugal for a relaxing holiday. Like many other tourists, they stayed in a comfortable resort, enjoying the sun, the sea, and the slow pace of European coastal life. They were joined by a group of close friends, known later as the Tapas 7, who had children of their own. Each night, the parents would put their children to bed and dine at a nearby tapas restaurant. It was meant to be a controlled and safe system, each parent taking turns checking on the children every half hour. On the night of May 3, Kate and Jerry McCann followed this routine. They left Madeleine and her younger twin sibling sleeping in the apartment and went to join their friends for dinner, just 55 meters away. It was routine, calculated, seemingly safe. But at approximately 10 p.m., Kate McCann walked back to apartment 5A and found the door slightly open. A chilling gust of wind rushed past her. And then, she noticed it. Madeleine's bed was empty. The child was gone. Panic set in. The McCanns searched frantically. Guests ran through the streets calling Madeleine's name. Police were summoned. But the only thing more terrifying than the disappearance itself was the eerie lack of clues. At first, the Polícia Judiciária, PJ, Portugal's primary investigative police force, handled the case as a missing child incident. But within days, the lack of footprints, forced entry, or ransom demands led them to suspect something more sinister. The crime scene was not properly sealed off, leading to contamination of potential evidence. Forensics teams arrived late, and police dogs were not brought in until several months later. Despite this delay, cadaver dogs detected traces of human blood in apartment 5A, as well as in the McCann's rental car, which they had only started using weeks after Madeleine's disappearance. But the DNA results were inconclusive. With no clear suspect and no ransom note, investigators considered several theories. The first named suspect, or arguido, was Robert Murat, a British-Portuguese real estate consultant who lived just 150 yards from apartment 5A. Witnesses claimed he was overly interested in the investigation, offering to help police and asking detailed questions. His home was searched, but no evidence was found linking him to the crime. His alibi was that he had been home all night, supported by his mother. With no proof against him, he was cleared in 2008. As time passed, Portuguese police turned their suspicions toward Kate and Jerry McCann. Statistics show that in many missing child cases, the parents are often the primary suspects. Investigators theorized that Madeleine might have died accidentally in the apartment, and the parents covered it up. The cadaver dogs had alerted to their apartment and rental car. But forensic analysis did not confirm the presence of Madeleine's DNA. The McCanns maintained their innocence, and multiple witnesses vouched for their whereabouts that night. In 2008, Portuguese authorities dropped their arguido status, clearing them of involvement. Another theory suggested that Madeleine had been taken by human traffickers. Witnesses reported seeing a mysterious man carrying a child near the resort. Portugal has documented cases of trafficking activity, though it usually targets older children. The theory remained plausible, but no solid leads ever emerged. In 2020, German authorities named Christian Bruckner, a convicted sex offender, as a suspect. Bruckner was in Praia da Luz on the night Madeleine disappeared, and phone records placed him near the Ocean Club. He had a history of sex crimes against children and had lived in Portugal for years. He even reportedly bragged to friends about knowing what had happened to Madeleine. Despite strong suspicions, no direct evidence has been found to charge him. Over the years, numerous reports and theories have surfaced. Some claim Madeleine was seen in Morocco, in the arms of an unidentified woman. Others speculate she was taken by a child predator ring operating in Portugal. Some even believe a wealthy individual may have kidnapped her to raise her as their own. But despite global searches, no breakthrough has ever been made. Madeleine McCann remains missing. Her case is one of the most expensive missing person searches in history, with millions spent by UK and Portuguese authorities. Yet, no body, no conclusive evidence, and no confession have ever surfaced. Time continues to slip away. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. Despite global media coverage, despite the McCanns' relentless campaigning, there was still no sign of Madeleine. But let's consider one final, haunting statistic: 76% of abducted children are recovered within the first 48 hours. After 1 year, the chances of recovery drop to less than 5%. And yet, there are miracles. J.C. Dugard was found 18 years after she was taken. Natasha Kampusch escaped after 8 years in captivity. So we ask, is there still hope for Madeleine McCann? What do you think? Based on the facts, the theories, and the statistics, what is the most likely fate of Madeleine McCann? Was it an abduction? A burglary? Or something else entirely? Comment below and let's discuss. This has been Samuel Podcast, unraveling the shadows of real crime, one case at a time.